We might have to drill a peephole in this monkey funk. All right. Let's see what else I got for y'all, man. Let's see what else I got for y'all, man. Dang, man, that kind of threw something in the. All right, so we just gonna call this last couple minutes a brief intermission, I guess. All right, let's rock and roll. 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 Hey, let's rock and roll. Oh, sorry. All right. T22. Let's rock and roll. It is important to find an exercise routine and diet that works for you and helps put you in a good mood. If you don't take care of your physical health, it will be difficult to put yourself first mentally and emotionally. So, it's a little weird, but it's easy to say. It's a little weird, but it's easy to say that, when you need to move, basically, a body that's in motion stays in motion. You know what I mean? Like, so the more you move around, the better you're going to feel. I could really give y'all a truer test of that. When I'm just sitting around, when I'm sitting around and I don't want to be sitting around, it's the most frustrating thing on earth. It is just super duper frustrating. It makes you feel like it's just, it makes you feel like your brain is extremely foggy and you can't necessarily push out all the thoughts that you want to push out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens. So it is extremely important to try and develop some kind of routine. If you got a routine, stick to it, because a lot of these people you see that are always upbeat, always positive, they work out regularly. I can all but guarantee you guys, they work out regularly. Might not be every day, might not be every other day, but I bet you they get it in 2 times a week, 3 times a week, something like that. Like, I'm not telling y'all to be perfect. Y'all know my slogan. Y'all know what the name of this is. It's okay not to be okay. But we gonna take these steps. We, me and you. We in this together. Like I can't preach it enough. Every episode, I really would love to say that we are virtually holding hands in every episode. Me and you. All right? Me and you. Oh, shoot. Or me and y'all. So, I want whoever's listening to this to know that you ain't listening to this by yourself either. I'm re-listening to this, and others are also listening to this. This is solid advice. Like, I told y'all want the ratchet. Y'all want to hear me, in a different element. There's different podcasts out there that I am on, but this isn't the place for that. This right here is to help us all out. You feel me? So, set goals for yourself and strive to achieve them. Putting yourself first is all about taking control of your life and doing what makes you happy. To put yourself first, you have to set goals for yourself and work towards achieving them. And when you achieve those goals, it's going to feel euphoric. If y'all know what euphoric means, it's going to, when you achieve the goals that you set out to achieve, the level of happiness and the level of satisfaction is through the roof. It almost can't be contained. I've seen people who've set goals and meet their goals, and once they've reached their goals, that victory shines through them. I'm talking in, out, around. You can see the radiance of all of the leveling up that these people have done. So it is very important to set goals for yourself and strive to achieve them. One thing that is extremely vital and extremely important, you have to take a break from social media every once in a while. Every once in a while, you gotta unplug. Delete the app. Look, when you reinstall the app, all your stuff's still gonna be on there. They're gonna make you enter in the phone number or password or some wow, whatever. I've deleted Snapchat 7 times. I've deleted Facebook a bunch of times. I've deleted Instagram a bunch. Sometimes I need a month. Oh, my life ain't going how it's going, and I see all these people, because a friend of mine told me nobody posts their losses on social media. Nobody posts their struggles on social media. Nobody tells you how shitty of a day they're had. Like, they don't, if they're around bad conditions, you won't hear about it on social media. You won't see it, not from them. Somebody might catch them slipping and, oh, look at homeboy, he looked down bad. Oh, look at homegirl, she down bad. To be on some goofy shit, some clout shit, but for the most part, nobody posts their losses on social media. My cousins had to remind me of that. They said, dog, why you always moping around? What's up with you? Man, I'm gonna tell y'all. The reason this podcast started is because a girl that I was dating, a girl I was talking to the girl almost 10 years. We finally dated. The shit only lasted about 3 months. But honestly, I was convinced that she was the one. I was convinced from the day I met her, from the day I laid eyes on her, that she was the one. I pushed so many people away. I pushed so many females away. I pushed so many opportunities away. I pushed a lot of things away because I say, hey, this the one, and I don't want to mess it up when it's my turn. I got my turn. It still went wrong. Like, it still went super duper left. Super duper left. You hear me? Super duper left. Like, out of nowhere too. Like, it's funny because this is why putting yourself first is important. I didn't put myself first for a long time thinking I'm going to be with that damn girl. And I haven't talked to that girl since March. Yeah, that was March. The last time I talked to that girl was March. I have no plans on talking to her. I have no intentions on talking to her. I have no interest in talking to her. You know what the last thing I said to her when she tried to reach out? I'm surprised you didn't change your phone number. I had to go and get mean about it. because of the level of hurt she dished out. She dished out a level of hurt to me to where I knew being with someone like that means I'll never put myself first. She would boy, all I can say is I had maybe 3 selfish moments in that relationship. She ain't like how I went about my selfish moments. Had way more selfless moments than the selfish ones. But she couldn't understand my selfish moments. And it is what it is. And the reason she broke up with me is a combination of a bunch of things. But guess what the main thing was? And when we were in the talking phase through all that time she known me, I would give her stories of what was going on with me, and she didn't approve of the stories because it never seemed like I placed myself first. It never seemed like I was the star player of my own team. You feel me? So there's a level of me that's like, yeah, fuck that bitch. I mean, hey, if she hears it, she hears it. Oh, well. If she hears it, she hears it. Oh, well. I don't give a fuck. Put myself first. She's had bitchy moments. She was acting like a bitch at times. I never uttered the word bitch out my mouth to her out of respect. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt like I don't have to utter the word bitch directly to any female because it ain't even really worth it. You know what I'm saying? But she's had bitchy moments. And she ain't around no more. I respect her, but I don't respect how she went about what she did. And I feel like there's issues within her that she's going to have to sort out as well. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got my issues, but I would have been more transparent. If I wanted to exit that relationship, I would have been more transparent in the way I would have did it. And so I feel like people are never going to treat you how you treat them. All right? I mean, well, it's rare. And if you run into somebody that treats you how you treat them or better, you got to hold on to them people. Because for the most part, everybody's in this game for self. You know why? Because you are your own star player. You feel me? So it's hard to pass up opportunities where you solely benefit and the other person just being the giver. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was a munch for shorty for years. A munch. I just go hit something else. But I was a munch for shorty. I go hit something else in a heartbeat. But I munch for shorty, and then when we got locked in a real relationship, I ain't had to go, you know. But that didn't last long. And she said she just didn't like the fact that I wasn't putting myself first at all in no capacity. She ain't like that I wanted to sacrifice for my friends and family. She ain't like some of the moves. She called them decisions a little bogus, a little off-putting. What she didn't realize is if she would have allowed me enough time, she would have seen that the person I am would have been perfect for her. I was finding ways to put myself first. I was in the process of evolution, and then she did what she did, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit, you know what I'm talking about? That shit hit me. That shit hit me and hurt. And it took a while, but it brought me here to be with y'all. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, life's good. Life's good. You know what I'm talking about? Life's good. I only went in the situation and talked about the situation because, you know, I feel like somebody could learn from that. Like, yo, don't Draw a line in the sand early.